I'm not going to do all of the scriptures, just zoom in and the part of the scriptures that I'm going to speak about. And the one is from 1 Kings 17, starting at verse 12. The other one is from Hebrew 11, 7 to 8. But before I begin that, I am going to say what is I think about. Do we know what is trust? What did the word trust mean? Trust is a firm belief in a person or a thing or organization. The situation is a strong belief, for our situation here is a strong belief in the Almighty God, and we have learned to trust Him in every situation and circumstances. It also takes years to build trust, and seconds to break it, and forever to repair it. And I will be speaking from Kings, and it's the widow, and it's my personal life too. And it's at verse 12. I am starting from. And it's the widow at Sephora. And it's about Elisha. And this is a true story I'm telling you in the 80s that happened to me. In the 80s, things get rough. Recession hit hard. I used to love work with the agency because no Sunday morning I would ever, I tell the agency, never ever move me on Saturday night or Sunday morning. I don't go to work. It's my day of worship. And I put towards my life. I will be in church every Sunday because I did not go home to anybody. But the Lord saw what was coming ahead. And I got to work at North York. I know seniors. I went there to work on the geriatric floor. I worked for the agency. I went to Sunnybrook, and I worked on the step-down unit of ICU. The nurse looked at me and said, "We want you here back. Apply, we need somebody." I did apply. And Sunnybrook called me, interviewed me, and told me when to start. And I was at home, ready to go to Sunnybrook, and suddenly, a phone call came in and said, "I can't begin." I said, "What?" So I sat and then there, and the phone rang again. And I said, "What's bothering me this morning after all this disappointment?" And the voice come on and said, "This is the head nurse from such and such a floor. We want you to come in for an interview. And we want you to come in today." So I went. And I got the job like that. And they said, "Do you need a reference?" I said, "No, I don't need one. This girl knows her work. And when she comes to work, every nurse wants to see her at work. Because she picked up the tab and she worked." I said, "Thank you, Lord." And this recession hit. And I was working among every type of nationality and religion there. Muslims, everybody. But I'm a friend of everybody. I tried to study them. And one day, they said they're closing floors. Seniority list went up. And this nice Muslim lady, a friend came to me and said, "Don't you see you are at the bottom of the seniority list? And you're laughing?" I said, "I'm not worried." I said, "If this is my group," I said, "Do you know I know you know your this thing. Elijah got him at the brook, and he got the best meat to eat by the brook. And if North York is my brook, when it dry up, he's going to provide me a widower or a widow woman to sustain me there. Because I always give to my Lord first. And trust me, until today, I'm being sustained by North York because I get a pension." And I remember her seeing me after everything was spinning around and we were supposed to move now. I wasn't in the hospital anymore. They sent me to the seniors' home to work. I didn't like it. I don't like to work in seniors' home. But one thing I did not want to forget my skill in medication, so I went and did the course, and they North York didn't know. So I was working at a seniors' home part-time. I liked it. They didn't know. And they have this big meeting, and all the big heads were there, administrators and the morning was, and I'm quick to speak, very quick. outcome, anything that comes to mind that I think I should correct. I said, what are we going here to do? All the RNs are going over, all the RPNs are going over, and you only have 3 floors? You only need 1 RN on a shift. What are the RNs going to do? What is the RPNs going to do? What are medication course? What are we going there to do? Are we going to be nurses or healthcare aides? Every N1 turned around. Who is she? And a Filipino girl come up and say, oh, I didn't think of it that way. Thank God you spoke up. I was marked from that day. I said I was really marked. I went over to Seniors Health Center. Moving couldn't take place. The only 2 persons who could go over to move was myself and Pauline Patrick, so we were the only 2 working in a nursing home situation. So I got a position. Evenings, 4 minutes. It didn't last very long because another girl went back to school, have more seniority than I did, and they just come on and say, you can't work here anymore. Give it to somebody else. And as long as my paycheck does not change. They look at me in a meeting like that again. I said, don't you touch my paycheck. I do any position in here. I will switch it or I do anything, but do not change my paycheck. I said, okay, dear. So now I was down to work as I trained, and I was there. Happy as a lark. And they sent somebody from the agency to pour me. I said, what are you doing here? They said, to pour me. I said, no, I'm going to get my right now. And she said, I'm going home. You have somebody on the tell her the 40 minutes. So I started 40 minutes again, which did not last long again. Because I am being pinpoint. I know in Jamaica they got hope for break and nights, and there were 2 girls. One mother was very sick and she had to look after her mother indeed, and one had 2 children that her husband bring her in night from Africa. I said, the 3 of us here, I'm giving each of you a break. I cover for you, 2 of us cover you, so everybody can. They made a report me, I do that position again. Here it goes. Too swift. But as to say this, we are talking about obedience. This woman obeyed Elijah. And she was provided for. And she obeyed him completely. She was just gathering a few sticks. We are seniors, you might be just gathering a few sticks. Not much to make it tired. But if you feed the man of God first, your meal will never stop coming to you and your oil. And that's what I do. And until today, my oil and my meal is still coming. What a way to obey. Do we know what the word obey means? It's a word of action. It's an action word. It's a verb. It is to comply with. It's to follow. Command and direction or request. It's to submit to authority. It is to obey. Why obedience? God's word is important. One of our greatest men in the Bible, a man after God's own heart, was David. I wouldn't even go there. He would say, blessed are all who fear the Lord and walk in obedience with him. And it's found in the Psalm. David trusted it. But this widow woman trusted God. And in the midst of her trust, what happened? Trust on that. So in the midst of all seniors who trust in God, things do happen. Yes. The children might not die physically, they might die spiritually. But it's a death. And it's a wound when they die spiritually to us as seniors. It's like a stab us in our chest. It's like taking our life away. We want to see our grandchildren shine like the noonday sun. That's what we want for them. But remember, God says faithfulness for us reaches into the sky. It's about principalities and powers and spiritual wickedness. So let us continue praying. So what did she do? She went back to the man of God. Obedience again. The man of God tell her what to do. She obeyed. And the child was brought back to life. Seniors, let us continue obeying God. Our children, our grandchildren, our next generation, up to 1,000 generations, he promised. We are not yet at 1,000. We are only 900 and probably something of a generation. Christians. we, especially people that were grown in the islands, we were all taught to serve God. Some point or the other, we all strayed. Because we have all sinned and come. I know I strayed. I did many things I should not have done. But I thank God for His loving mercy, tender mercy towards me. And that's why I can stand here today. Then we look at Abraham. Time we failed to call all of them by name. So here we go back to the Bible again. We are now at 11 groups. 11. If I should call all the name of this patriarch, it would not finish. But I did with Noah, and it says, by faith, because obedience comes through faith. You can't obey if you don't have faith. You'll never obey anybody you don't have faith in. Neither your mother, neither your father, neither your pastor, nobody, neither your leaders. You will never, if you don't have faith, that means that you are not going to obey them. So by faith, Noah obeyed God. And he was warned of things not yet seen. We can't see the things coming. But he was warned. And he believed. He took it, saved him and his family. And within those 8, a whole world was built again. Then Noah, by faith, when they called to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed. That's obedience in capital letters. Abraham obeyed God and his family and his children. By faith, he made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents. The children of Israel walked around in tents. They were disobedient. But you know what? In Psalm, again I turned to the Psalm. I was praying and I turned to the Hebrew scripture. And in Psalms 107, it's there. God, He heard their cry. And He healed them and delivered them from their fears. And when I saw it and started reading it, I have a little netbook. It says, read it aloud. I started reading it aloud, started naming all the family members that were sick. Especially my sister. She's all alone, no family here, so I pray for her more earnestly. And I get good reports. She went to the doctor, and the doctor asked her, how could this thing get well so fast? Because of obedience, I obeyed God that night when He said, read it aloud. He sent forth His word and He healed them and delivered them from their fear. And I need to be delivered from my fear and all that is going on. So, brethren, I won't be long. Now obey God. If you go into this Bible, especially Psalm, everything David said, he trusted God. You know how many times you trust God is in that Psalm? It takes you long to count them. So I am asking my seniors diligently. I'm coming down and going to give back to my sister Steve, but there's a song I have to. I can't say it, so I write it out. I'm more a reciter than a singer. And it's this song. And the song says, and then this song is for seniors, it's for the youths, it's for the middle age, it's for my pastor, it's for my brother-in-law sitting over there, all these older folks. And this song says, courage, brother or sister. Do not stumble. Though your path be dark as night, there's a star to guide the humble. Trust in God and do the right. I heard this song from my house this time. It was this song around. Let, seniors, the road be rough and dreary, and it ends far out of sight. Put it bravely, strong. Some of us are weary, and the refrain says,